Today, I want to talk about sleep and how important it is for your weight loss. And so this may be something that you haven't thought about before, but I want to talk about maybe one of the reasons you're struggling to lose weight is because you're not getting enough sleep. So let's dive in. Hey mama, are you ready to ditch the sugar and start living your best life? It's time to take charge of your health and show your kids what it means to be a healthy mama. But where do we even get started? If you want simple healthy tips you can put into practice and fit into your already busy life, well, this podcast is for you. I'm Angela, writer of GrassfedMama.com, and I'm going to share healthy tips to help you get started and grow into the healthy mama that you want to be. I went from sugar addicted and Diet Coke obsessed to whole food fed and healthy fat fueled. I want to show you that healthy doesn't have to be hard. So put in your earbuds, mama, and let's start growing healthy together. Before I was a mom, when I would hear a mom talk about how tired they were, I literally didn't understand that it wasn't because they didn't, they wanted to go to sleep and they couldn't. I thought that it was, a choice that they made. But so many moms are not getting the sleep that they need, and it's really not their choice. They want to go to sleep, but their kids are keeping them up, or they just have so much to do in a day that they have to stay up late hours to get it all done. So if you are listening to this and you feel that nudge or pull or whatever, and that it feels guilt to you, like I'm doing the best that I can, now you're telling me that my sleep is what's keeping me from reaching my weight loss goals, just know you may be in a season right now, and that's okay. And so partly I want to say, my third baby has been my worst sleeper. He's over 1.5 years, and he still sometimes will not go to sleep at night. And so there are still some nights where I'm up 3-4 times during the night and I don't get a full night's sleep. Thankfully, my other kids are good sleepers. And so it's usually just him, that's keeping me up and everything. But sleep is so important for our health. It's so important for so many areas. But if you're thinking about weight loss and you're not considering making sleep a priority, then I just wanted to bring that to the table, because yes, sometimes it's not something we can control, because like I said, I have a baby that keeps me up so many hours every single night. But there are some things that I can control. And sometimes, and this is something that I personally have trouble, falling asleep. And so once I'm asleep, I'm usually good, but I have a lot of trouble falling asleep. And so even some nights where he goes to sleep fine, I'll lay in bed for over an hour and we'll have trouble going to sleep. And so if that's you too, well, there's some reasons why, but there's some things that you can help. And so I wanted to talk about the struggle with sleep and weight loss. But also, it's just more than weight loss. It really is just your health in general. But so many people, if we tie it to weight loss, will do it. So that's one reason why I talk about weight loss. Sleep is one of those things that we need. It is one of those core needs of our bodies. We have to sleep because that's how our body repairs itself. That's how our body builds new muscle and helps. And so much of, staying young and fit and healthy requires sleep. And so if that's not, like I said, a priority for you, I want you to think long term and think like, this is how I can take care of myself. And so I just wanted to bring it to the table, that it is something that we can't just especially if you're dragging and you're thinking, this is something that I do. Like if you're dragging, it's okay to go lay down and take a nap. It's good for your body to be the best version of yourself, to just be like, I am dragging today. I need to go lay down. And that is part of self-care and listening to yourself, because sometimes it's easier to drink, another cup of coffee whenever, it might be better for your body to take a nap. And I'm preaching to myself, because I do not take naps very well, but there are some days where I did not sleep the night before, where I had to tell my older kids, okay, the baby's sleeping, I'm going to go lay down because I cannot, I'm not going to make it. And so listening to your body is key to knowing, do I need to go lay down? Now, not getting enough sleep is also tied to adrenal fatigue. And I've talked about that before, but adrenal fatigue is, if you don't get enough rest, if you push your body too hard, if you over-exercise, all of this can hurt your metabolism in the long run. Just stress, normal, daily stress, being stressed out stresses your adrenal glands. And so if your adrenal glands are stressed, then you're going to have trouble losing weight, and you're also just going to feel tired and you're going to feel blah. And so it's just not a good place to be. So sleep is one of those things that helps your adrenal glands, getting enough sleep. There's some other things too, like I take adaptogens to help my adrenal glands. Even just eating healthy fats is good for your adrenal glands. So thinking about sleep as one of those things to take care of your metabolism and your adrenal glands is also something that kind of reminds me, like, okay, if I want to feel good, if I want to have more energy, if I want to lose weight and look my best, I need to get enough sleep. It honestly can be the foundation of your health, is getting enough sleep. And I do feel like everybody needs different amounts of sleep. I am someone who needs 8 hours or more to feel my best, whereas some other people don't need that much. And so you can maybe pay attention to your own body signals to say, how do I feel after only 7 hours of sleep? Was that enough? Or do I really feel better if I get 8 hours of sleep, 8, 9, however much your body needs. So getting enough sleep boosts your metabolism. It helps your adrenal glands and it helps you feel better, so you have energy to work out and everything. So all that's tied together. But it can also, getting enough sleep can also help you make better food choices. If you don't get enough sleep, you are more prone to cravings. And usually our body sends cravings for sugar and carbs if we don't get enough sleep. So if you're someone who tends to really struggle with cravings, it could be tied back to not getting enough sleep. Now that's also, sometimes it's like a comfort thing. Like we're so tired, so we reach for, a coffee and a donut or something like that. But sometimes our body is like, I need energy and I need it now. And we know that fast energy can come from sugar and carbs. And so your body will send that signal. And yes, your body needs energy, but what your body needs more at this moment may actually be sleep. And so if you're struggling with cravings and all that, you really need to pay attention. Do I need to get more sleep at night? Do I need to do some sort of sugar detox? And if you need that, it's in the show notes. Do I need to fill up on more healthy fats? Thinking about tying it back to sleep, but it can just be this, you need to get more rest. Now, if you're like me and you struggle with falling asleep, and so it's not because, like, if I went to bed at 10, which I actually did last night, I went to bed, I didn't go to sleep until 12:30. So literally, this is my life. If I go to bed at 10, I can lay there with my, eye mask on and my earplugs in my ear and just lay there for an hour without falling asleep. And my brain just kind of goes crazy, and I'll think about all this stuff that I have to do and everything. I'll try to solve world problems while I'm laying there trying to go to sleep. But there are some reasons why we struggle with going to sleep. And sometimes it's just, I'm a light sleeper. And so if I hear something that startles me or whatever, then I'm going to take forever to go to sleep. Some of it is tied to our adrenal glands, so that it's like a vicious cycle, like if you're already tired, you have trouble falling asleep. And so that's why sometimes I need help going to sleep. And so I wanted to mention that, at least briefly, that if you're like that, there's a couple of different things that I do to help me go to sleep. Now, some of it is behavior. Some of it is putting the phone away earlier, like I said, I wear an eye mask and earplugs. There's some things I do to help me go to sleep. But some supplements are actually good. So like I said, adaptogens can help you, especially if you're dealing with that adrenal fatigue where you're a mom. A lot of moms just struggle with it, where we don't get enough sleep and then we're so tired that we can't fall asleep at night, or we're stressed, like something is keeping us up because we're stressed about something. So I take my adaptogens, which I'll put that in the show notes, but I also have taken melatonin, which is a sleep hormone. Now, this isn't something that I like to take every single night, but I definitely take it probably half the time because, sometimes I just want to see, can I go to sleep on my own? And so I won't take the melatonin. But it's something that, especially if you're like me and you are like laying there in bed and you cannot go to sleep, then that's whenever I take melatonin. And something that we just came out with was this sleepy tea that has, it has melatonin in it, but it also has magnesium in it, which I'm going to talk about that really quickly in a second. And it has some herbs like chamomile and everything to help you go to sleep. And it's a tea, so you can put it as part of your nighttime routine to drink it and help you calm down and then go to sleep and sleep through the night. And so if that's something that you struggle with and you want to improve your sleep, then I would totally try that. And then, like I said, I wanted to mention magnesium because that's something that I learned about a lot when I was pregnant, because so many people are deficient in magnesium and they don't realize it. But what I struggled with myself with being deficient in magnesium during pregnancy is I had insomnia and I had restless leg syndrome, but it was like muscle spasms, I guess. And those both are signs of low magnesium, and also cravings for chocolate, which I hit all of those. But magnesium is one of those things that I try to supplement now, even though I'm not pregnant, just because I realized, wow, I was really deficient when I was pregnant. So I was probably already deficient before I got pregnant, and then it just really amplified. And so that's something that I try to do and take every single day is magnesium. And so I take it in supplement form and a couple different supplements. And then I also have like a magnesium lotion. And so magnesium is one of those things that I want to make sure that I'm getting enough, because it's one of those minerals that your body needs. A lot of people are deficient in, but it also can help you detox naturally. And so that's something that I want to make sure that I am giving my body what I need to, so that it can get rid of what I don't want to hold on to. So I'll link all of that in the show notes so that you can, if you want better sleep and you want to, try some different things with me, all those are in the show notes so that you can try it. And if you're listening, I just want to say thank you and take a screenshot. I want to hear from you. Share it into your stories and tag me so I can give you a shout out for being a listener. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because I want to hear from you and I want to hear how I can help you the most. Be the healthiest mom and the best mom you can be. Thanks so much for listening to the GrassfedMama podcast. If you haven't checked out the show notes, go ahead and head down there to grab any extra resources that you heard about in this show, or some freebies that I've picked out just for you. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode.